All right. Welcome to Tommy Knows Best Sports Podcast. Today, I'm going to talk about the NFL championship games, the NFC and the AFC. Then I'm going to talk about Tom Brady. Then I'm going to talk about the Bruins and Celtics. And then I'm going to give you a Patriots minute in this podcast. And you know what? I'm also going to talk about the Super Bowl too. What do I like and what the line is. But anyways, I'm going to start this podcast. Today in Massachusetts, sports betting is legalized. Let's go. Sports betting is going right now at Encore. I was going to go, but it's okay. I decided to stay home. I want to do a podcast here. But anyways, I'm going to talk about the NFL championship games from this past weekend. The first game I'm going to talk about obviously was a blowout. It was the San Francisco 49ers at the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles won 31-7. The 49ers didn't do too well. Brock Purdy got hurt. He torn an MCL in his shoulder or something like that. He's going to be out for 6 months. And that game was just a blowout. The Eagles are legit. Their defense is legit. Jalen Hurts is legit quarterback. He's tough and physical. It's hard to take him down. He runs fast too. That Philly team is going to be really, really scary in the Super Bowl. And I'm going to feel sorry for the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm going with the Philadelphia Eagles for the Super Bowl because I think they're the better team. They have the better defense. KC's defense tends to give up points. And the spread is, I think it's 1 right now. And the Eagles are favored. And I want to know what you guys all think about that. The Eagles are doing good. The Eagles are doing good right now. The Eagles are a scary team. And that's my Super Bowl team now since Cincinnati got knocked out. I'm going to talk about that game right now. The Cincinnati Bengals at the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs won 23-20. And that game was bad officials. The referees were making bad calls, but there was a call people were mad about. The ref in the passer call when what's his face threw Mahomes out of bounds. Roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty. People were iffy about that. The referees, yes, were making bad calls, but man, that game was crazy. And I want to know what you guys all think about that game. And now the Kansas City Chiefs seem like they're on the Patriots level now, where the Patriots used to be at in the AFC championship games a bunch of times and going to the Super Bowl. It seems like Kansas City has that power on the Patriots now, and it seems like the Patriots are going to have, I don't know, I want to know what you guys all think about them this year. We'll talk about them afterwards, but I'll keep that in mind when I get to them. And yeah, the referees were making bad calls. They were calling a lot of stuff on Cincy, but they were calling some stuff on KC. And I want to know what you guys all think about Mahomes. And he played through a tough injury with his ankle. He played through a tough injury, right? With his ankle. That ankle injury is so tough. I don't know how he played through it. And he was getting hurt, getting thrown around. Joe Burrow was getting sacked after sack. Like, that game was a bloodbath game. And those two teams are like the Patriots and the Denver Broncos in the Brady versus Peyton Manning era. That reminds me of that. Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes are going to be like the new Tom Brady and Peyton Manning rivalry. You know how that was a rivalry? That's the new rivalry right there. But anyways, I'm going to jump into my next topic, and it's about Tom Brady, actually. And he was actually talking about the officials on his Let's Go podcast last night. He was talking about the officials. But anyways, I want to talk about Tom Brady's future, what he is going to do next year. And I put up a poll question on my podcast page on Facebook. And I said, which team would he go to? A, San Francisco, B, Vegas, C, Tennessee, or D, the Jets. Or I'll even throw E out there, the Miami Dolphins, because I was hearing this past weekend that Tom Brady was in Miami hanging around with the Miami Dolphins owner and the GM. He was out there hanging out with them. That's what I was hearing through some of my sources that were giving me updates about it. And I want to know what you guys all think about Brady's future next year. Where is he going to play? Is he going to go to Miami? Maybe be an owner of the Dolphins? Because I would love to see that. So he could stick it up Bill's keister twice. I'm a big Brady fan, but I like to make jokes. You guys know I'm a big TB12 fan. My initials are TB12. Tommy Butera. Tommy knows best sports podcasts. And if Brady goes to the Dolphins, will that look bad on him? And would Sean Payton be the head coach? Or else, where do you think else would he go? The Jets, so he could be closer to his first son, Jack? I want to know what you guys all think about that. Jump into some comments. Next, I'm going to jump into my next topic. And it's about the Bruins. And the Bruins on a little 3-game losing streak. And people weren't expecting that. And there's been some pissed off Bruins fans the past couple of days. Listen, guys, I want to talk about the Bruins. They're playing good. They're still the best team in the NHL. There's nothing to worry about. Don't hit the panic attack. I think this team will get back on track tomorrow night before the All-Star break. They have a tough Toronto team, and they're going to Toronto tomorrow night. That's going to be a tough game for them, but never count out your home teams. Yes, it's all right if they go through a slump. Even the best teams go through slumps, and the Bruins right now are going through a 3-game losing streak. Yes, Saturday night and Sunday night were bad games. They blew a lead, and it happens in hockey. Even the best teams blow leads. It's all right. Do not hit the panic attack. This Bruins team will be all right. They will still go to the Stanley Cup. I have faith in this team. There was a reason why they brought back Patrice Bergeron and David Krejci. They just got to do a few things in the trade deadline. They need to get tough and physical on that fourth line and do something with the defense. Maybe you, I don't know. People are saying do a trade with Brandon Carlo, but some of my sources were giving me his stats, and Brandon Carlo's stats, he's actually doing good in points and stuff. So maybe you don't play him, but yes, I know his history, and everyone knows his history, concussions and injuries, but I don't know. You shouldn't trade him. And no, don't definitely trade Matt Grzelcyk. And I hear people saying he reminds them of Torrey Krug over again. No, he doesn't. Matt Grzelcyk's all right. He's doing good too. They just got to do good on defense. Maybe they do a trade. Like I said, they got to do a trade. And last night, the New York Islanders did a trade. And the Bruins should have gotten this guy, Bo Horvat. Now Bo Horvat is with the Islanders. And he's like one of the leading goal scorers with points too in the league right now. And I want to know you guys all think about that. Drop into some comments. I'll answer them. Next, I'm going to jump into my next topic. And it's about the Boston Celtics. Yes, they were on a 3-game losing streak. But Saturday night, the Lakers came to town. Lakers versus Boston rivalry, and it was getting chippier at the end. And LeBron James was crying for a foul because he thought he got fouled, but people said yes, it was a foul. I said it wasn't, but it was funny seeing him going down on his hands and knees, crying on the garden floor like a little baby he is. Where? My name is LeBron. I want to get all the calls. Where? LeBron James wants to get all the calls in the NBA. Where? That's LeBron. Nope. He didn't get any calls in that game. And there's no favoritism with him anymore. Where? And he got to be on Jordan's level. And Marcus Smart being out for the Celtics does hurt them a little bit, but they're just going to keep playing good. Manage Robert Williams' minutes. Don't play him on back-to-backs. Same thing with Al Horford, manage his minutes. Jason Tatum has like a hurt wrist, and at the end of the season, he's going to probably get surgery most likely on it. Manage his wrist. And Jaylen Brown's hamstring. Manage them. Because come playoff time, this team got to be healthy. Even the Bruins come playoff time got to be healthy too. Manage them. And when they got Jake DeBrusk back, the Bruins are going to be all right. They just got to make a couple tweaks and moves. Maybe same thing with the Celtics. They make a couple tweaks and moves too. But anyways, I'm going to jump into my last topic, and it's about the Patriots because I want to talk about the Patriots, talk about the offense, what's going to happen to the offense this year, what's going to happen with Mac Jones. Is Bill O'Brien going to go back to the old plays back in his day a few years back with the Patriots when he was here? Is he going to go to his plays, or are they going to go to the Josh McDaniel plays book? What are the Patriots going to do on offense? I know they need a number wide receiver for Mac Jones. And is Mac Jones going to be the quarterback? I want to know what you guys all think. Please drop into some comments. I want to see what he can do in his third year. This is his big year right here with Bill O'Brien. And it's a good thing that he got Bill O'Brien because him and O'Brien worked together in Alabama. And he was his offensive coordinator in Alabama. And I want to know what's going to happen to Matt Patricia because his contract expired. Is he going to still be here, or is he not going to be here? What's going to happen to Joe Judge? Is he going to be the quarterback's coach? Is he going to help out with the special teams where he was before? And obviously, Jerome Mayo and Steven Belichick are going to be working on the defense, and that's all right, but they got to get linebackers, and they got to get some key things in the draft for defense and offense. And I was hearing in the mock draft with their first pick, they get the tight end from Notre Dame in a mock draft. I want to know what you guys all think about this. But anyways, I'm going to end this podcast. I want to say thank you guys for watching, dropping in some comments. You guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you this week with another podcast. And here's another poll question, and I'll talk about this right now. Which team has a shot winning the championship with their coaches? The Bruins or the Celtics? I want to know what you guys all think, and drop into some comments. See you guys, and have a great rest of the day.